What if I told you that there are only 3 types of products that you need to grow your shop on Etsy to over $10,000 a month? This is used by retailers in every industry to attract customers and to turn one-time buyers into loyal fans. I'll be giving you tons of specific examples, whether you sell digital, handmade, vintage, print on demand, whatever your category is. Let's start first with what I've seen be extremely misunderstood. This is the loss leader concept. Now, what is a loss leader? This is a low price point, low margin product. Now, we're not going to lose money on this, but maybe you're making like $1 per transaction, but it has to have mass appeal. The point is not to pay your mortgage or to pay your bills. The point is to get people in the door. I want you to think of it like the IKEA hot dog. IKEA doesn't make money from selling $1 hot dogs. They use that to bring people to the store. And then those people spend $400 on a dresser and some spoons for the kitchen. So on Etsy, loss leaders are just something you use to build traction and momentum. They will boost your order number because the goal of a loss leader is to get 20 orders per listing per day. So let's say you have some loss leaders and then you have some super expensive furniture in your shop. Having the high order velocity on your loss leaders will actually help those expensive furniture listings rank higher in the algorithm. And we have seen this work like a science so many times, thousands of times at this point. If you sell digital products, maybe it's simply Canva templates. These could be for social media or resumes or checklists or flyers. Now, let's say you sell in the handmade category. Let's pretend that you sell candles. Every time you make candles, you happen to have a little bit of leftover wax. Well, maybe now you do wax belts. Let's say you sell personalized journals. So if that's your handmade item, a great loss leader would actually be pre-making and batching leather bookmarks. Maybe you are doing stickers and you're selling them at cost. You're not looking to make a profit, you're just looking to get people in the door. One great idea for vintage is doing something like retro postcard bundles or maybe vintage button bundles. If you are in the sourced by a seller category, what should you do for a loss leader? I was in this category when I was buying silk flower heads and reselling them. For mine, I would buy them at like 20 cents each, and then I would sell them at like $1 each. But you do want to choose supply category products that have mass appeal. Why does the loss leader strategy matter if you're not convinced yet? Because even if you make $0 in profit, you are earning visibility, reviews, and trust. And these are assets that will make the next 2 products that I'm going to teach you even more profitable. The second product is the giftable product. What this is a mid-range product that's designed for gifting occasions. Weddings, holidays, birthdays, new jobs, graduations, just because moments, anniversaries, get well soon times, memorials, and these are often bought in multiples. People have a budget when they're buying a gift. You're not going to talk yourself out of getting your spouse an anniversary present. And Etsy's audience skews towards gifting already, so it's a natural fit. If you sell digital, I love the idea of doing custom wedding vow books, editable love coupons, personalized calendars, or even like custom portraits. In the handmade category, I would focus on high quality materials, on heirloom quality items, leather journals, wooden boxes, maybe hand poured candles. With print on demand, I would recommend doing matching family or group t-shirts. You could do company shirts going with a B2B angle, or you could even do some of those custom portraits or photos and translate that onto blankets or apparel. How would you do giftable items for vintage? With this, it's super easy to do things like retro barware, maybe really unique jewelry, or collector items in the decor space. Non-apparel is always much easier to gift, so remember that. Now, let's say you're doing the supply category. You could do a hand embroidery project kit. You're buying the materials, putting it together, and sending it off. And don't forget, when you're selling giftable things on Etsy, you don't need to say gift present repeatedly, but do think about different recipients: coach, mom, teacher, nurse. Now, why does this matter to have giftable products in your shop? Because this is where your real income comes from. This giftable category is something that people will always spend money on, oftentimes before they spend any money on themselves. These listings can bring in consistent daily orders every single month because every single month there's gifting occasions. Giftable items can also be featured in gift guides. So this is easy, free PR that you can get access to. Gifts also allow you you to create a great experience that you can then go ahead and upsell your customers into the third category, which I'm about to reveal. And this is the custom high ticket product category. So these are listings ideally over $120. They're often made to order, personalized, or premium. I love this category because there's so many ways to compete, whether it be on material or size or turnaround time or the level of customization. In digital, I would recommend doing things like full brand identity kits, or maybe it's a digital product like a website template with a service component where you fully install that for your client. In the handmade category, these would be like large scale pet portraits on large canvases. It could be custom bridal jackets. In print on demand, you could do something like oversized photo quilts, all of someone's photos, maybe from their wedding or their children. And then vintage, maybe it is like a coffee table decor bundle or a shelf decor bundle where all the things go together. Or maybe they're larger scale items like furniture or antique typewriters, or maybe it could be like certain luxury brands that are vintage. Now, the hand-picked category, I think reveals some of the biggest opportunities in this area to do luxury gift boxes for corporate clients at price points over $100 and $120. It does require skill or sourcing effort. It also might take a little bit more time, but this type of specialized product also will lead to more word of mouth referrals and positive PR. Now, some special tactics and tips that you'll want to use with this type of product. Maybe you only offer this product once a quarter, or if it's like a digital product, maybe you only take on 3 new projects or 3 new clients, since there is more customization involved. With this, you also want to make sure you're emphasizing the craftsmanship and exclusivity, more premium packaging, more special and unique unboxing experiences as well. These products might only sell 5 to 10 times per month. They're not going to sell 20 times a day like your loss leaders, but these products could account for over 50% of your profit. They also build your brand reputation and they elevate your brand. All in all, here is your winning formula. And with these 3 products, you can really scale your Etsy shop to over 10K per month. But this strategy with your product mix does only work if people can see your listings. So in this next video, I'm going to explain how to write SEO that will help your listings get in front of the right buyers who are ready to spend money. So go ahead and click on this video and we'll help you get your shop seen.